What's up, everyone, and welcome to 2015 and our first episode. We're going to be throwing at you today the biggest anime and manga headlines. First off, it's a big announcement from Funimation.
The Ghost in the Shell live-action movie gets a release date, and Psycho Pass does really well with its theatrical release in Japan.
Not to mention a bunch of licensing from Yen Press, Kodansha, and so much more. My name is Todd.
I'm Jeremy.
And this is Today in Anime.
So first up in the news, Funimation has a pretty big announcement for those of you not living in North America. As many of you know and are disappointed, you can't stream Funimation's service outside of North America. That's going to be rectified this year as they have announced plans to include their streaming service in areas outside of North America. So, those of you in other parts of the world, it's coming your way. They unfortunately haven't given us an official date yet, but we'll bring it to you whenever we get it.
And if you'd like to, you can follow Funimation on their Twitter handle at Funimation. That is on Twitter, at Funimation. You can ask them questions and they'd be happy to answer them for you. Also in the news, Psycho Pass the movie does extremely well in theaters. It earns 248 million yen in only 4 days.
It opened on Friday, January 9th in 103 theaters across Japan.
Funimation has licensed the first 2 seasons of Psycho Pass, so if you haven't seen it, you can check it out through Funimation's website.
And speaking on the topic of movies, Ghost in the Shell is getting a live-action remake here in the United States, starring Scarlett Johansson. It recently was announced that its release date will be April 14th of 2017. I am looking forward to this. I don't know about Todd, but as far as it goes, we'll just have to see what they do with it. Hopefully they don't butcher it too bad.
I'm a little scared.
But she's hot.
You never know. And the final piece of movie news, the last Naruto the movie is going to have a 21 theater run in the United States. That's going to be starting on February 20th.
You'll be able to catch it in places like Los Angeles and Kansas City, just to name a few. On your screen, you should see a complete list of all the other theaters. Follow the link in the description and you can find your way to buy tickets. So Todd, you love Miku, right?
Absolutely I do.
Alright, then you're going to be ecstatic. There's the release date for the new DS game. So, the Hatsune Miku Project Mirai DX for Nintendo DS got its release date for May 26th of 2015.
It's actually coming out before Japan and Korea on May 28th.
They really look kind of like just Nendoroids.
And that's what makes it so awesome. On the manga side of licensing, Kodansha USA has licensed a plethora of manga titles. Some of the titles include Maria, the Virgin Witch Exhibition, the fairy tale spin-off manga Fairy Girls,
Appleseed Alpha manga, and as well as the new manga for Attack on Titan, The Science of Attack on Titan.
If you'd like to see the full list of what Kodansha USA has licensed, you can follow the link in the description.
And up next we have Yen Press. They've recently acquired some licenses for a ton of different mangas, and as well as a nice light novel bonus.
Now some of those titles include Strike the Blood and Black Bullet,
as well as Rust Blaster. And for our novel bonus, it's the Durarara light novels. For a full list of all the titles that they have licensed, go ahead and check the link in the description once again. And for you classic anime lovers, Discotek Media has you guys covered.
Discotek has announced a number of the dates of their previously acquired anime. Things like the Flame of Rekka Complete Collection, Violence Jack Complete OVA Collection, and the Legendary Armor Samurai Troopers Complete OVA Collection have all been announced for February 24th. In 2014, Discotek Media announced a plethora of old anime titles, including one of my personal favorites, IGPX.
They seem to be the saviors for classic anime, which is awesome, and I really am looking forward to more anime that they bring out to us.
God bless them. And if you frequent Crunchyroll, or if you're a Crunchyroll member, get ready to study, and study some more.
Crunchyroll has added the classic anime Golden Boy to their streaming service now. I love Golden Boy. It's one of the funniest things that I've seen in recent years.
I consider Golden Boy to be one of the funniest anime of all time, and probably one of the best.
You've not seen it? Get over to Crunchyroll and give it a watch.
Do it right now. It's amazing.
You will not be disappointed. In some more licensing news, Sentai Filmworks has picked up the rights for the Student Council's Discretion Level 2.
Sentai Filmworks previously announced the first season of Student Council's Discretion, or Saidokai no Ichizan, in 2014. The first season's home video release is slated in March. And as for me, Student Council's Discretion or Sadokai no Ichizan is one of my favorite animes ever, and I really think it's really underrated. So if you don't know what it is, go check it out. It is awesome.
And to finish out the news, Right Stuff has announced an exclusive distribution deal with Pony Canyon. Some of the first titles to be released through Right Stuff will be Yukiyuma as a Hero and Denki Guy, which is one of my favorite animes from last season. Both of these will be released on April 10th of 2015.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the news that you care about. Now our next segment is what's coming out this week. All being released on January 20th, you're looking at Little Busters Refrain, both Blu-ray and DVD.
The Muv-Luv Alternative Total Eclipse Collection 1, also both on Blu-ray and DVD.
Naruto Shippuden, DVD box set number 21.
And Valvrave, The Liberator, complete second season, Blu-ray. It looks like this one's only a sub, though. As all of you should know at this point, the winter season for anime has started this last week, so here's our top 5 to watch this season.
Coming in at number 5 is Yatterman Night. Yatterman Night follows a little girl who lives on a remote island on the ocean named the Yatterman Kingdom, a country that is said to be ruled by the hero of Yatterman. The girl wants to ask the Yattermans for help to cure her sick mother. However, it turns out the Yattermans, who were initially descendants of the good guys, turn out to be not so good guys now. The Yattermans tried to kill the little girl and her 2 servants, and her mother does not receive any help, and she unfortunately dies. She takes this as an opportunity to cleanse the Yatterman Kingdom of its evil and turn it into the pure kingdom that she was told about when she was younger.
In at number 4 on our list is the Kantai Collection Cancol. It is set in a world where humanity has lost control of the oceans to the deep sea fleet, and the only hope to counter this threat is the Kana Musa, a group of girls who possess the spirit of Japanese warships.
Ship girls.
It's kind of like Strike Witches,
Little.
but with boats.
A little.
And little funny turret guys. The story will revolve around Fubuki, a destroyer who comes to the Shinfufa base to train with the other Kan Musa. And you watch as their stories unfold in the craziness. Unfortunately, I wish that Shimakaze was in this.
Yes,
More!
Yeah, so do I. This is based off the popular, what is it, Japanese card game?
I'm not sure I think it's a card game.
Or is it a browser game?
There's definitely a browser game. And in at number 3 is The Assassination Classroom. Now this is probably one of the crazier, wacky titles on this list for this season. As it falls, it is a humorous and action-packed story about a class of misfits trying to kill their new teacher called Koro-sensei. He is an alien octopus with bizarre powers and super strength. One of the first things he does in this show is blow up the moon.
And if they don't kill him before they graduate, he's gonna destroy the Earth.
Dun dun dun.
At number 2, we have Rolling Girls. As someone eloquently put it, it's like FLCL threw up on Kill la Kill, and my god, it's gorgeous. As the story follows, 10 years after the Great Tokyo War, each prefecture in Japan has split up into independent nations. Each nation is ruled by a prophet called Mosa, and an army called Mob. Pretty much best and the rest is pretty much what it's translated to. As they start to compete to take over other countries. It follows for the rest girls, Nozomi, Yukina, Ai, and Chiaya. They are ordered by the best to travel around Japan, riding their motorcycles to mediate multiple battles between nations and clans as they emerge. This is one of the titles that's really up my alley. It's really hyper stylized, really fun, really crazy, really bright and colorful. I honestly have high hopes for this one. And finally, at number 1, it's the one, the only, Durarara Season 2.
Season 2 picks up where Season 1 left off and follows the story of Mikado and his friends as they go through their random misadventures through Ikebukuro.
We're not entirely sure what we have in store this season. All we know is that this is going to be actually a 3-core show, starting off with one season this season, another one somewhere in the middle of the year, and then one airing in the winter of 2016. So we are going to have a full year of Durarara.
And that's our top 5 anime for this season for you guys to watch out for. This is our list. Leave us a comment. What did we miss? What
are you watching right now?
Yeah. Tell us what we should be watching. We're not stuck up assholes. Well, most of the time.
Maybe.
Thanks for joining us this week, and make sure you check back each week with us as we put out weekly content for you guys.
And if you could like, comment, and subscribe, we would greatly appreciate it. Please share the video with your friends. We really want to try to make this a big deal. So again, thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you next week.